Hi everybody, I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 25th of July 2024. I'm very emotional. I will try to get myself together as much as possible. I've been going through a lot for a few years now, and I hold it inside because of the state of my mother and my father with their health condition. I said nothing to them. I said nothing to anyone because I tried to create a different character. I tried to create a whole new me, a different me that separates me from what I've been dealing with and I've experienced. And it's a matter of coping. And in coping, I'm not a smoker or a drinker. I'm not a gambler or a sex addict. I'm just an individual who tries to find healthy means to cope with any form of misfortune in order to live and to move on. Yesterday, I felt like I died. I said I was going to talk about it with a friend, and I said, no, I'm not ready yet. After so many years, I said, no, I'm not ready yet. And yesterday I died, or I felt like I died. I felt like I died yesterday. I have a trial that's going on, and it's a SA, and to relive it over again, to go through the entire process again, you know, catch the individual, identify them, get them out there, put them on trial. It's been a long, heartbreaking procedure. And I try to find means and ways to cope with it, to dance around it, to skip, to be normal, to deal with my everyday challenges and not think about it. And it's like the closer and closer I got to the trial date, is the more darker my world got, where I couldn't split reality anymore. I couldn't pretend that I'm okay anymore. This was it. I had to face it. And so yesterday I died. I literally died. I was shred apart. I was eaten away because they put the person on trial. And when they put the person on trial and I was being cross-examined, I was asked questions, I had to explain it all over back again. I had to go and find details. They had to comb through everything. Questions upon questions upon questions that were asked. And I had to relive the moment all over again. The accused was there. Everything was like I'm being skinned alive in court. I've been skinned alive in court because you have to relive it over again. You have to remember everything that took place, and you have to be able to tell it in front of the judge, in front of the prosecutor, in front of the defense, in front of the accused, in front of the bailiff, the bailiff, in front of everybody who is there. You have to be able to tell everything over again. You have to be able to explain everything in detail. You have to be able to do it. And It's one of those moments you just want to jump off a building. You want to go down into the ocean and never come up. You just want to go out in the ocean and never look back. You want to just disappear. You want to just disappear. Everything hurt. And then the defense came in and was questioning me about the whole ordeal. And they're laughing and heckling and the cross talking with the accused, and he's laughing like there's no form of sensitivity, there's no form of remorse, there's no form of empathy. I know you're a defense doing your work, but the gross insensitivity, disrespect, no regard whatsoever, is asking the question as if it's a crazy person who made up something and you know for a fact. And it was just so insensitive. It was just so insensitive. And to go back in detail about this, and then you have to just tell it, and then it's being put to you that you're a liar, this did happen. Everything just make you want to just disappear. And I pretend I go out, I don't tell my mother. I couldn't tell my mother. I couldn't possibly tell my father. My mother's a heart patient. My father suffered a stroke. There's no way I could tell him this. There's no way. And go back to it again. It's like death. It's like death this time. It's like I'm dying. It's like sore. It's like sores inside. It's like decay inside. It's like I'm decaying inside. And it was just such an insensitive, nasty, destructive moment. When I was walking home, I just felt like walking out in the road. Everything just disappeared in front of me. To go back over everything again and again. And I wonder if they train, I'm putting it to the government in Jamaica, to train attorneys to be sensitive towards matters of grievous offenses when it comes to SA, when it comes to RAPE, when it comes to death or murder, as they put it, wound. They need to train people, whether you're a prosecutor or defense, to be sensitive to the victim, whether you believe that they're a victim or not. And I'm just imagining if I was a child in this stand, imagine a child who went through something like this, and a child have to take a stand to relive it over again and to explain everything in detail. And then a defense is putting it to the child that it's not true. Imagine a child having to deal with this. Imagine a poor, defenseless girl from ghetto or from informal settlement to deal with this in court and having a defense saying that it's a lie, she's a liar, and it's not true, and try to mar or taint her character. Imagine what a poor girl or a woman in the ghetto or in unfortunate circumstances have to go through. Imagine I felt like I died yesterday. I felt empty, like there was nothing in me. I felt empty, like there was nothing left of me. I felt so empty. I felt so empty. I came home and I showered twice. And I went in my bed and I cried. And I asked God, why have you abandoned me? Must I suffer like this? Everything hurt. Everything hurt. I've hidden this for a good while. I said nothing to anybody because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to be attacked. I didn't want the insensitive comments or anything like that. And so I said nothing. I pretend as if that word didn't exist until the detective called me, the CDA call, not CD, I'm sorry, the Sisoka call. I said nothing. I said nothing to anybody. I just created an entire different me. I just created an entire different me. I just feel like I'm dying inside. I feel like I'm dying inside. And I pray that one day, I pray that one day I will find the strength to move on. God will give me the strength to overcome. Some problems are everlasting, but I pray that God will give me the strength to overcome. To overcome. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I wouldn't. I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I have hid it. I've pretended for a very, very long time. And yesterday, I felt like a guy was trying to destroy me. I feel like the defense was trying to destroy me. It was just so insensitive, and he was extremely arrogant with the questions. And then he's whispering under his breath that I'm lying, and he's laughing and giggling. And one time I had to ask, is this a joke? What's so funny? And I'm just imagining a child. I'm just imagining a child having to go through this. A child. How does a child go through this and survive? Because you have to pretend, or you throw up your hands and start doing anything in the book. I pray that God will heal me. God will heal me. And there's feel like blisters inside me. It feels like sore, like a sore inside me. And I pray that I will overcome. I will overcome. I have to go back to court again. The trial continues. And I'm praying. I am praying because I don't have the strength. I don't have the strength. I've given everything I have to pretend that this did not happen. I don't have the strength. I do not have the strength to cope. I don't. I'm searching and I'm fighting, but I don't have it to face it. And so I'm just praying that I gain some strength. I gain some strength. I'm just praying that I gain some strength